thought Shaq was a nasty, horny nigga. Homegirl of mine said this because I listened. Of course, I watched the whole entire thing, and I didn't. Maybe because I'm listening, I'm not like I got it on YouTube, but I'm not actually why I'm listening to it. I'm not looking at her facial expressions. So of course, social media. I think to me personally, I feel like social media kind of made more a bigger deal about Shaq's response than actually how Angel Reese probably actually looked at it, because I listened to, I mean, that him even saying that, it's still, the conversation probably still even went on for like another 20 minutes. It was a whole hour conversation. So I don't necessarily know. I definitely think the internet was more offended than she actually was, but I do think that Shaq just proved this was like how I already felt about Shaq when he jumped in Tootsie's baby mom DM, when he was DMing the what was it, whenever Deshaun Watson, I mean not Deshaun Watson, but Deshaun Jackson, when he told a story about Shaq, or when like I said, when it was a Home Depot girl, I felt this way, and that's why I love about podcasting and actually just saying your real feelings. I've been told you I thought Shaq was just a super old, nasty, horny nigga, and because he was Shaq, I think you people kind of look at it, because of course most men put their mindset on it where it's like, shit, I will fuck Shaq because he rich, and pause, no homo. I don't mean that, but I think when I listen to other men try to defend Shaq, I think a lot of niggas just basically kind of same way. I think a lot of y'all showed me over the weekend with this little Dirk thing. A lot of y'all will be pussy if you had some money. I feel like a lot of you niggas, if you had a vagina, you would be prostituting for certain shit. Because I told y'all, me and Marcus had this conversation before. I'm like, bro, Shaq is not an attractive man. Shaq is just extremely rich. So if you got your own type of bread, it's going to be a way. So let's trust and believe. They was dragging this shit to hell. Like I'm talking about, they took Shaq to they dragged the hell out of Shaq.
The dunk, bro. Imagine you.
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show, dunking. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, Cuz? You tripping?
Oh my
what?
God.
What?
Oh
the same little shirt you had on.
Okay. All right.
Dunking,
all right.
bro.
All right.
I wouldn't believe the dunk, bro. Imagine you.
So of course you seen, and I guess a lot of people were mad. I don't necessarily know if they were mad because he thought of it. I think they were mad because the way this relationship is supposed to be presented. This is supposed to be like a father figure. I mean, even through, like I said, through the episode, they even kept saying that he kept reassuring. He's like, man, when I say I love you, I mean like my daughter. I love you like a daughter. But I'm not gonna lie, his wording, and just, you can't say I'm gonna love somebody like your daughter and then you kind of go back and fantasize over the outfit that she had on Wild 'N Out. Because I'm gonna tell you, if you actually love somebody, I got two younger cousins. The one is 30 now, and the other one, I believe she's like 20 something now. I beat their ass in real life because I didn't like what they had on or the way they were behaving, because okay, their mom, whatever, not laying down the law, nobody else laying down the law. Oh, they're cool. I'm gonna whoop your ass because nobody else is gonna step into place. So that's my only thing, is no way. So I think for most men, if you got some real decency and this is the box that you actually putting her in, you should never seen that. Even when because I'm an Angel Reese basketball fan. I mean, I put Angel Reese in the box. I put Lamar Jackson, Anthony Edwards. This is the aura of you on some nigga shit when you on the court. It don't have, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm about to put this Angel Reese, her half ass cheek hanging out on my phone. Like, no, I'm going to put a basketball jump. So just him saying that, it's like, bro, I thought this was supposed to be like a daughter figure to you. How did you get to the point where you are sitting here saying, imagine, like, and you're talking about that Wild 'N Out shit happened almost like 3 weeks ago now. So you still got in the pitch, and she recorded this in real time. She literally recorded that last, Tuesday or Wednesday, and it came out on Thursday. So you're talking about, you had a pit, you have been still imagining this girl in them booty shorts for 2 weeks. That to me don't sound like somebody's fucking father figure. You can't sit here and say, oh, I'm like a father figure, or this is like my daughter, and then you sit, because I know you don't fantasize about your own real daughter like that. And I think that was the part that really creeped people out, because if you, like, he literally walked her out with her mom on senior day. So it's kind of just like, bro, you can't sit here and tell people, because you never talk to Candace Parker like that. And you can, I mean, I get it, and that's why I say I kind of wanted to tie that in right with the bubble skirt conversation, because I do think realistically it's an age thing. And I kind of looked at it and I paid attention. I'm like, I can't sit here and try to police this girl and sit here and say she should put some clothes on or she can't wear what she wears. I'm like, bro, she the same age group as Lotto and Sexy Red and Glorilla and all these other girls. I can't sit here and say put some clothes on, and then I won't say that to Glorilla or Lotto, because then I feel like, damn, you kind of just telling her to put some clothes on because she's a basketball player. That's kind of like, and I think that's one of the things that kind of held the WNBA back for so many years, because niggas be looking at it like, oh, they supposed to dress like dykes and look like fucking studs and shit. I think that was the thing that turned most men off, and I think that's why so many people like Angel Reese, because she don't look like a fucking stud. So it's kind of just like you trying to make her water down her brand, and you want her to fucking look like Drew Lloyd or fucking Jacquel Jones or one of them. Like, bro, that will fuck up the WNBA ratings, and that shit will fuck up her brand. It's just like, nah, dog. I don't want to look at no fucking woman all day with fucking baggy ass clothes on, but I'm still not about to sexualize a fucking 22-year-old neither. And especially if I'm sitting here saying this is supposed to be like a daughter to me. Like, that sound crazy. So I understood why people were so upset about it, but that's why I say I kind of wanted to tie it in to, because the conversation we were just having about the bubble skirts. Because I mean, let's be clear, them shorts that she had, her bottom of her ass cheek was hanging out. Now, did she post that on her actual page? No, she was at the event. This is somebody else. Oh, posted up on the Insta story. Oh, this is Angel Reese. She is that popular. You put her name on any search engine, this shit gonna do numbers. So of course people seen it. But that's not, if you go on her real page, it's not on her actual page. So I mean, I told y'all, I've been thought Shaq was a horny, old, nasty nigga, and he just proved it. He proved it in 4K. Because you can shoot him some bail, like, oh, it's just a DM and whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? If they don't respond, it don't matter. Yeah, all right, well, he did it. And for you to watch and really judge, to be like, I guess as a woman, as a mom, how would you?
But I feel like that's where the issue comes in with the bubble skirt, because you just want to go out and have a good time and wear whatever, but it's people like him that make it uncomfortable. You could tell how uncomfortable she was having that conversation with him. It's people like him in the world that make you can't just go out here and wear anything and just do what you do. Because of people like him, he's a creep.
So you did, but as a woman listening to it, you felt like
I was uncomfortable. If she's like way younger than you, and if I didn't listen to the entire thing, but you're saying like you're
just
like
off the clip, off
yeah, you like my daughter, like that. Why would you tell your daughter that play basketball in them little ass shorts? Like, it's like you real creepish.
Yeah, that shit
She sounded uncomfortable. Even her like laughing or whatever, it sounded real uncomfortable for her.
And you know the crazy thing is where it's kind of like, and maybe in the moment she kind of just brushed it off, but I know one thing I know about Angel Reese: if she don't like the narrative that people even trying to paint about the people around her, she will sit here and check it. Like when niggas was playing with her coach, and she'd be like, "Yeah, what we not gonna do? We not gonna talk shit about Teaspoon. I don't care what y'all can say, whatever you want about me. You can talk about my teammates, but you ain't about to sit here and drag my coach." She didn't come out there and say that for Shaq, so maybe in real time that's probably actually how she felt, or even her listening in the back that may have how she felt. So she kind of was just like, "All right, well, nigga, he got to deal with it." Like I mean, and listen, be clear, through that whole episode, he kept talking about how just don't pay the internet no mind or whatever the case may be. So I mean, I guess me personally, I just thinking of this, because I kind of just thought about all the other girls that's in her age group, and even still seeing, like, even going back to my cousins, where it's like, it's hard for me to sit here and tell somebody how to try to police how you kind of dress or present yourself, especially on social media, because I understand how you grab people's attention on social media. I understand where if it's just like shit, even if you got it, if you feel like you got a good body, man or woman, niggas want to show it off. And it's the crazy, and that's why even that clip when that lady was talking about, well, I went to a homecoming and I seen a bunch of men with no shirts on. So it's kind of still the same thing. It's like, dog, if you got a nice body, realistically, you do want to flaunt in this. That's one, like, dog, every time I see Meg, I be like, bro, I don't even know how y'all can hate on this girl. Her fucking shit is like ridiculous. And it's not so crazy. Like Meg don't got no OD six pack. It's just a flat stomach. Her body is just, that shit is just right. So you kind of just look at it and be like, I can't be mad. So you see so many people, oh, can't she get a new move? Why she always got to twerk? Because she do that shit so perfectly. Like how you watch this and say she need to get another move is kind of just like, but then again, like I don't even think Meg is even 30. I think Meg may be like, how old is Meg? I just so we can get the numbers like perfect. Like Meg Thee Stallion. How old is Meg Thee Stallion? How old is Meg? Meg is 29. So it's kind of just like, and I think Lotto like 24, Glorilla, like all of them are in their 20s. So it's kind of just like, I feel like I almost would be just feel like I would be doing a disservice if I was like, oh, because I mean, of course, let's be clear. It is a space on social media where you'll see niggas like, oh, well, she just need to put some clothes on then and this, that, and the third. And it's kind of just like that go back to the conversation we was having last week when we was talking about Big X the Plug and we was talking about Meg Thee Stallion. It's like, but we don't do that shit with men. So it's kind of just like that shit to me is not fair because you kind of look at football players like, nigga, look at a nigga like Tyreek Hill. If anytime he could take his shirt off or show his muscles and I could tie that into DJ Envy, people will realistically, they will reverse body shame you too and make you want to put on some clothes. Cause I think DJ Envy had a clip with him and his wife and they was talking about Diddy, but that wasn't like, they didn't even care about that on the Breakfast Club. They made the joke of how many people was shitting on DJ Envy arms because he had a sleeveless shirt on that showed his arms and I'm like, bro, again, you're looking at it like, you don't have arms to be wearing a sleeveless shirt with showing your arms. You don't even have no arms. So it's kind of just like, I think people, if you got it, you kind of want to flaunt it. And then if you don't, it's kind of just like, all right, you don't got it. So maybe you just don't want to flaunt it. So that to me is, I guess, just hearing him say that though, to me was kind of just like, I get the dunking part, but to sit here and talk about the booty shorts thing, I was just like, bro, that just sounds crazy to me. Especially for somebody who's sitting here saying this is supposed to be like a daughter figure to you. That's just weird, though. Like, it's no way. But again, I've been saying this a million times when every other case when it came down to Shaq, bro, he's just horny. He's old and horny, and it just prove it every time. And this time he just got to do it where people can see it and everybody can judge it. Because I think a lot when it comes to the DMs, people just look at it like it was different. But shit, some people felt the same way when he pulled up to the Home Depot with the Home Depot girl. So it's kind of, but again, it's just because we live in a day and age where it's oh, you got money, people don't care. You got money, you can do whatever you want, and people just judge stuff differently because of the money situation. And I don't think you should. I think you should. The way you would judge somebody if they was broke, I think that's the same way you should judge somebody if they got money. And a 52-year-old man almost sexualizing a 22-year-old, bro, you somebody that's 30 years on the nose. Like, you got kids literally older, same age, and younger than her. Like, it's like, oh, that's nasty. I don't care what y'all say. Like, it's certain shit you can see, and even if you actually thought like that, dog, keep it to yourself. Everything don't got to be said. Everything don't got to be tweeted. Everything don't got to be said on a podcast. Everything don't need a reaction or anything. If you actually even felt that way, I don't necessarily know if you always got to say it. Like, just think about like the same decency niggas was given. And let's be clear, I think some people, if you were really into hip hop, a lot of people picked and choose skipping over the Coily Ray thing. Like, a lot of niggas wouldn't sexualize her, and she was trying her hardest. Like, she was literally damn near butterball naked with just a hand over a nipple and a hand over her vagina, where it was like, hey, look at me, guys. And she was doing it every day. And I'm like, damn, bro, put some clothes on because you're taking it away from your music. So it's just like, I mean, yeah, that happens. Like I said, Shaq is a horny nigga. I don't feel like you can shoot him no bail on that one. That's just nasty work, Shaq. Like, you just